যশোদানন্দনা ব্রজ যমুনা তীর বনচারী যমুনা তীর জয় রাধা মাধব কুঞ্জ বিহারী গোপী জানব জয় রাধা মাধব কুঞ্জ বিহারী হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we would like to welcome all the participants for this weekly association of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Guru Maharaj. And we hope all of you would be nicely situated at your places. So we would be continuing the seminar Guru Maharaj gives every Thursday from 8 to 9 a.m. And today is the 7th session of the seminar, Stories from Srimad Bhagavatam. We request all the devotees to kindly hear very attentively and participate very enthusiastically. At the end, there will be a short quiz based on the seminar. We also request if you have facility, you can take the notes of the session. It will help. Hare Krishna.
Last 2 days, we had been discussing different aspects of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yesterday, day before yesterday, we first discussed about what is Srimad Bhagavatam. Is it clear to everyone now? What is Srimad Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam is the ripened fruit of the desire tree of Vedic knowledge. The Vedas, Nigama Kalpatarur, the Galitang Phalam, the ripened fruit of the desire tree that is the Vedas. And not only it is the ripened fruit, this fruit also has been blended with the nectar from the lotus lips, lotus mouth of Srila Sukadeva Goswami. Because when Srila Sukadeva Goswami spoke, He spoke Bhagavatam with his realizations. So that is the even more relishing aspect of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sukomukhad amrita drava samyutam. Sukadeva Goswami spoke. So that made Bhagavatam even more relishable, even more profound. And who drink that? Those who are rasikas, those who know how to relish the transcendental mellows. And then yesterday we considered the qualification of entering into Srimad Bhagavatam. Say in simple words, when do we become eligible? When do we become qualified to study Srimad Bhagavatam or relish Srimad Bhagavatam? So that is the reader's qualification. And today we will discuss about the speaker's qualification. So that is what? That is why we selected this verse today. Rishaya uchu tvaya khalu puranani setihasani chanagha akhattani api adhitani dharmashastrani jannuta. Rishaya uchu taya khalu puranani setihasani chanagha akhatannapadhitani dharmashastrani jannuta. Tvaya khalu puranani setihasani chanagha akhatannapadhitani dharmashastrani jannuta. Taya khalu puranani setihasani chanagha akhatannapadhitani dharmashastrani jannuta. Mataji's. Rishaya, the sages, Uchuhu, said, Tvaya, by you, Khalu, undoubtedly, Puranani, the supplements of the Vedas, with illustrative narrations, Sa Itihasani, along with the histories, Cha and Anagha, free from all vices, Akhatani, explained, Api, although, Adhitani, well read, Dharma Shastrani, scriptures giving right directions to progressive life. Yani, all these, Uta, is said. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. The sages said, Respected Sutta Goswami, you are completely free from all vice. You are well versed in all the scriptures famous for religious life, and in the Puranas and the histories as well. For you have gone through them under proper guidance and have also explained them. Please repeat after me. The sages said, Respected Sutta Goswami, you are completely free from all vices. You are well versed in all scriptures famous for religious life, and in the Puranas and the histories as well. For you have gone through them under proper guidance and have also explained them. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, a Goswami or the bona fide representative of Srila Vasudev must be free from all kinds of vices. The four major vices of Kali Yuga are illicit connection with women, animal slaughter, intoxication, speculative gambling of all sorts. A Goswami must be free from all these vices before he can dare sit on the Vasasan. No one should be allowed to sit on the Vasasan who is not spotless in character and who is not freed from the above mentioned vices. He not only should be freed from all such vices, but must also be well versed in all revealed scriptures or in the Vedas. The Puranas are also parts of the Vedas, and histories like Mahabharata or Ramayana are also parts of the Vedas. The Acharya or the Goswami must be well acquainted with all these literatures. To hear and explain them is more important than reading them. To hear and explain them is more important than reading them. One can assimilate the knowledge of the revealed scriptures only by hearing and explaining. Hearing is called Shravanam and explaining is called Kirtanam. The two processes of Shravana and Kirtana are of primary importance to progressive spiritual life. Only one who has properly grasped the transcendental knowledge from the right source by submissive hearing can properly explain the subject. So as I mentioned earlier, the qualification of a speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam. Because it is a transcendental subject, this subject is not comprehended or understood by intellectual assimilation. It is a matter of revelation. And as we sing every morning, Dibbo Gyan Hriday Prakashito. The transcendental knowledge is revealed in the heart. Dibbo Gyan, the transcendental knowledge, Hriday, in the heart, Prakashita, is revealed. So that is the difference between material knowledge and spiritual knowledge. The material knowledge is acquired by remembrance, by studies, and by such assimilation. But that is not the case with the spiritual knowledge. The material knowledge is a matter of brain. In the brain, we collect the information and store them in the memory. But the spiritual knowledge is a matter of revelation. Like, there's what is called revealed knowledge. It's revealed in the heart. In a way, we can understand this concept by... actually, the knowledge is there with the spirit soul. The jiva also is Satchidananda. So Chit aspect is the knowledge aspect. The knowledge is there with the jivas. But it has to be revealed. Now this revelation can be understood in this way, although it is by the mercy of the Lord and the mercy of a devotee. That is the thing. The revelation takes place by the mercy. At the beginning of Mahabharata, there is a very beautiful anecdote in this respect, indicating that point. Upamanyu and Aruni's Upakhan, the anecdote of Upamanyu and Aruni. So, Aruni was a student of Dhamma Rishi. Rishi Dhamma is the family priest of the Pandavas. So, just as Garga Muni is the family priest of the Jadus, Dhamma was the family priest of the Pandavas or the Kurus. And so it is an anecdote concerning him. So one day Dhamma got the information. You see, the ashram also used to cultivate land, grow food grains, rice and etc. So he got the message that the aisle of the field broke. You see, they built the paddy field, rice field needs water, and that water, because rice plant grows with water. The higher the water goes, the plant also goes higher. That is the thing with rice. And that is another very nice example, the watering the field. Because when the water is there in the field, then the weeds cannot grow. But the rice plants flourish. So this is a way of keeping the weeds away. Jai Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai, Jai Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki Jai, Jai Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki Jai. Anyway, So they keep, in order to keep the water within the land, within the paddy field, they create a small little wall. And so that keeps the water. So he got the message that that wall broke. The small wall made of clay broke. So that means water is just running out. So he told Aruni that go and protect the field. So actually what was happening, the flood water was entering into the field. Not the water was draining out of the field, but the flood water was coming into the field. So Guru told Aruni to protect the field. So when Aruni came, he found that the flood water was entering into the field, and there was no way he could stop it because the water was quite heavy, strong current. So Aruni, to protect the field, according to his Guru's instruction, he just laid down the area where the wall broke, and he reconstructed the wall by lying down with his own body. He protected water from entering. So the day went by. At night, Guru asked, "Where is Aruni?" So the other students said that you sent him to the field in the morning, and since then he didn't come back. So then Guru said, "Let's go and see." So it was already dark. So he went and started to call out to Aruni, "Aruni, Aruni, where are you?" And then Aruni said that, "I am protecting the field by lying down here." So Guru saw what he did. So he became so pleased with him that he told him, "Let all the Vedas, all the 4 Vedas and all the Shastras become revealed in your heart." And just by the mercy of the Guru, all the Vedas and all the scriptures were revealed in his heart. So this is a very wonderful example of revelation of spiritual knowledge. The Guru says and he bestows his mercy in this way upon a qualified student. And what did he see? He saw his faith. And he realized that, because of his faith, this knowledge is going to be revealed in his heart. So he just broadcasted it. Another kind of an example of revelation we see when Dhruva Maharaj was performing austerities and he saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He was a little child, he didn't know how to glorify the Lord. The Lord just touched him with his conch shell. And immediately Dhruva started to glorify the Lord in the most wonderful way. So this way we can see the spiritual knowledge is a matter of revelation which becomes manifest by the mercy of the Lord and His devotees. That's why service attitude is so important. That's why being obedient is so important. The basic essence of spiritual progress is obedience. Therefore, those who are not obedient, they are not qualified. And we notice, in the temple also we notice, the devotees, those who are obedient, they make spiritual progress so nicely. And everybody feels pleased with them. And those who are disobedient, we see that they are not really progressing. Rather, they become a disturbance to the community. So here is the qualification, Taya kholu puranani shetihashani charu. They have been revealed in your heart. Okay, another consideration of revelation. As I mentioned, the knowledge is there. With the jiva, the knowledge is there because he is also Satchidananda. But the knowledge is covered. The example of covering of the knowledge is something like, you consider a light bulb. It is burning. But if the bulb is coated with paint, black paint, will we see any light coming out? So, removing the covering. Another example is given, of course those days there was no light bulb. The example that has been given in Sanskrit is Jnana khale jathasati. Just as if a light is covered with a basket, a lamp is covered with basket, will you see the light? So when the basket is removed, then the light comes out. So what is that black paint or basket that is covering the light in the heart of the jivas? Is ignorance. And therefore we see, what does the spiritual master do? Om ajnanati mirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya. Removes the covering. What does the holy name do? Chetodarpana marjanam. Marjanam. Cleaning. And when all the dirt is removed, the transcendental knowledge becomes revealed. So this is the process. Another way of understanding this is, again we go to the light bulb. Will the light bulb give out light by itself? Although it is perfect in its own way with the filament and cables and everything. But will there be any light coming out from the bulb? But when the light bulb is connected to the electric source, power source, then yes. When the current, it's a matter of connecting to the, what does the light switch do? When it is off, it's disconnected. And when it is on, then the connection is established. So it's a matter of becoming connected to the source. Jivas are parts and parcels of Krishna. And when the jivas are disconnected from Krishna, no light, no knowledge, ignorance. But when the jivas become connected to the Lord, then immediately light shines forth. So in this way we have to understand that we, the jivas, don't really have any means or ability to acquire the spiritual knowledge without being connected. So the entire process is a process of being connected. The connection is being established by the disciplic succession. That is the link. The disciplic succession is the link. And the jiva's own endeavor to become connected. On the part of the jiva simply has to become connected. The link is there, going all the way up to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the spiritual sky. But that is all that is needed from us on our part. We simply have to establish the connection. And how is the connection established? The connection is established through Shraddha, faith. Again, this faith is obedience, acceptance of the authority. So faith is the acceptance of the authority of the advanced structure, the structure of disciplic succession, and the qualification is to be submissive to that, the personalities and the scriptures. Scriptures are providing us all the information, so accept them as they are. So, this is the process, and the qualification of a personality is Taya Khalu Puranani Setihashani Chanaga. You have studied under the guidance of qualified teachers. And then you yourself have practiced it. You have accepted it through hearing, and you are presenting it through kirtan. As Prabhupada is saying, explaining. So both these things, both these two aspects are important. Shravanam, Kirtanam. Those who acquire the knowledge but don't distribute, they have been compared to a miser, Kripana. And those who distribute it, they are Mahajanas. Kripana and Mahajana. Kripana means a miser, and Mahajana means distributor. Nityananda Mahajan. Nodiya Godrume Nityananda Mahajan. Namer Hat Khuliyache Jibero Karon. In the marketplace of Nodiya Godrum, Nityananda Prabhu, Nityananda Mahajan has opened up a marketplace for the sake of the living entities. And what is being distributed in this marketplace? The holy name. And what is the price with which one is buying those holy names? Shraddha Mulya Bikaina. Shraddha. So cultivate the Shraddha. Become submissive. Become humble. Don't ever think that you are big. Don't you ever think that you are great. Rather, try to develop the opposite culture. Yoggota bichare kichu nahi pai, tomaro koruna shar. As far as my qualification is concerned, I have none. I don't find any qualification. All that I am depending upon is your mercy. So that should be the attitude. With that kind of attitude, we must approach the Vaishnavas. Surrender, submissive. Material world is the world of independence. Here everyone is trying, here the whole attitude is that of independence. Whereas the spiritual world is a world of dependence, submission. One world is a world of independence, the other is the world of submission. The submission is surrender. And Prabhupada is pointing out that the qualification of a qualified teacher is that he must be expert in all the subject pertaining to spiritual topic. And that means the Vedic literatures. Vedic literatures are presented in some supplementary or branches. If Vedas are the trees, then the root of the tree is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The root of the Vedic tree is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the trunk of the tree is the manifestation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in here. And then, that is, we can say, the Vedas are the trunk. And different branches are there of the trunk. The trunk by itself doesn't really reveal the tree so much. The revelation or the exposure or the manifestation of the tree is in the form of the branch and twigs and leaves and so forth. That is what makes it so, makes it complete. And those branches he is pointing out. Puranani, Puranani, it's plural number. Puran is singular, Puranani, plural. And Khalu, very expertly, you have studied, understood. Seti also, Itihash. Puranani, Puranas, Itihash, Upanishads, Dharma Shastras. So all these are together are Dharma Shastras. Different aspects of Dharma has been revealed in these scriptures. There are Samhitas, there are so many Samhitas. And through the Samhitas we are getting the understandings of different personalities, understandings and instructions of different personalities. Brahma Samhita, such a wonderful scripture. Just one chapter of Brahma Samhita gives us the complete understanding of everything. Because this chapter is describing Brahma seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the spiritual sky. And he is seeing everything else in relation to that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then there is Manu Samhita. Manu is giving the instructions how the mankind must act, how the mankind must behave. That's Manu Samhita, giving complete understanding. And Prabhupada actually mentioned that India's law is predominantly based on Manu Samhita. Not completely, because Manu Samhita has some very heavy considerations. Like if anybody steals, chop off his right hand. And interestingly, this injunction, this understanding is practiced in the Muslim countries. I remember I was reading one journal, one description of one European or maybe an English person's description of his visit of these Middle Eastern countries. I think it was either Afghanistan. I think it is either Afghanistan or Iran. I think it's Afghanistan, yeah. So this person was told, there's one local person was telling him about the laws there. And he said that if anyone is caught stealing, then his right hand is chopped off. And his reaction was, oh, it's such a terrible punishment. Such a terrible punishment. Then his friend, that Afghan friend, told him, you have been here for so long, did you ever see anyone without a right hand? So when the law is so strict, then no one will break the law. Before stealing, he'll think twice. Oh my God, should I risk it? On the other hand, we see in democracy there is no law. And therefore they're producing outlaws everywhere. The law, nobody is abiding by the law. By bribing, they can get the judgment in their favor. Mind you, the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is giving this description. What's going to happen? And it's really amazing the way Kali Yuga has been described 5,000 years ago. We're actually seeing it right now. One of the things, it says that only with people with money only will get justice. What does it mean? People will bribe. and get justice in their favor. They may commit the worst kind of crime, but they won't have to get punished. So, Prabhupada also said that these courts, one Prabhupada was driving by one high court, I think either was in Calcutta or Delhi, and Prabhupada said that is the place of Kali. Courts are the place of Kali. Because there is no justice, there is the place of injustice. Jai Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki Jai. Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Let's have some question answers. Any question? Yes. Give him the mic.
We see that sometimes it is required, but in the day-to-day life,
What is acquired?
knowledge is sometimes we see that we have got some knowledge. Knowledge is by the mercy of God we have received some knowledge, but in day-to-day life we cannot apply that knowledge. What should be done?
Okay. On your day-to-day life, you are chanting Hare Krishna. So are you applying the knowledge? So apply this knowledge. That's what only matters. That's what really matters. Okay. The knowledge is, the ultimate knowledge is, in this age, Krishna appeared as the holy name. So by chanting the holy name, you can get the association of Krishna and mercy of Krishna. So can you apply this knowledge?
We can apply, but many more information and many more knowledge has been received, but on that.
So what do you want me to do? Tell me, what do you want me to do? If you can't apply it, should I go to your house and make the arrangements? You have to make the arrangement. Say, for example, you get the knowledge that one should not eat meat. Now, how will you apply it to your household? That's up to you. How will you apply it in your day-to-day knowledge is up to you. Right? So, get the knowledge, and if you think that it's beneficial, then apply it. If you can't do it, then what can be done? If you want, you can come and ask us for some advice or help. We can do it. But in general, we cannot really say. In general, our response will be, if you have the knowledge, how you're going to apply it in your day-to-day life is your business. Right? You have to do it. Yes. Give it to, where are you going? Oh, you had somebody there? Okay. Go ahead.
You mentioned about the quality of obedience. Is this interchangeable? You mentioned also qualities like humility. The question is sort of in two parts. Are they interchangeable, humility and obedience? And what is the real, how can one tell when they are being obedient? Is there any way of being able to notice, or is it?
Well, whether he is being obedient or not, everybody else around him can see it. Right? And yes, obedience is relative to humility. Because what is the opposite aspect of humility? Pride. When one is proud, can he be, no, there is somebody there. Give it to him. There is somebody who is proud, he can't be obedient. To be obedient, one has to be submissive. Right? So, and give it to Mataji. you're taking it to her. So, as you were saying, like, how does one see it? The way one sees, he may not see it, but everybody else around him can see it. Especially his authority can see it. All right? One himself may not see, he may think, and that's the natural tendency. Nothing is wrong with me. I am perfect. And that is the perfect demonstration of Maya. I am perfect. I don't need any guidance. I know better than anybody else. So when somebody develops that attitude, that means he is in total Maya. Look at the world outside, everybody is thinking that way. Why do I need to listen to these Hare Krishnas? These are weirdos. Look at me, I'm so nicely dressed. Look at the amount of money I am earning every month. Look at how many people are going salam to me.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. When we go through schooling and when we go through university, we become very acquainted with knowledge that is revealed through the intellect and through the brain, and accustomed to it. And yet the most superior knowledge is that which is revealed in the heart, and which comes through obedience and which comes through mercy. Sometimes I feel like these two are juxtaposed, and we need to actually really grasp onto the latter.
So what is the last part?
How do we balance this?
Balance it by knowing what is what and just accepting, right? Understanding that this knowledge, this so-called material knowledge, is turning us into donkeys, right? And the spiritual knowledge is the real knowledge that's giving us the proper sight. Material knowledge is blinding us. Spiritual knowledge is enlightening us. And literally, Bhakti Vinod Thakur literally explained it in this way: Jaro Vidya shab mayar boibhav, tomar bhajone badha, moho janomiya anitya sangsare, jeevke koroe gadha. Meaning, the materialistic knowledge is only an illusory influence of Maya. It creates bewilderment and becomes an impediment to spiritual progress. And creating this bewilderment turns a living entity into an ass. Jeep ke koroe gadha. Gadha means an ass, a donkey. Donkeys are famous for their wisdom. Does it answer your question? Okay. Yes?
Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for joining. This is quiz time. And actually, I forgot to mention, I just correct. Today is the 6th session of the seminar. So there are 5 questions. You all are requested to kindly type the correct answer in the chat box. So the first question is coming up. What was the theme of today's verse? A, qualification of a devotee, qualification of a speaker, qualification of a hearer, all of them. Okay, A, B, D, A and D, a speaker. Okay, A, B, qualification of a speaker. Okay, thank you very much. Let's see what is the correct answer. The theme of today's verse was A, the qualification of a speaker. Sorry, it's B, the qualification of a speaker. Okay, the next question is, the spiritual knowledge is not a subject of dash, but dash, which takes place by mercy of the Lord and the devotees. So 2 points Guru Maharaj told. The spiritual knowledge is not a subject of dash, but There is no option, you'll have to write. Okay, spiritual knowledge is not a subject of brain, but revelation, little bit correct. Yog Nilay Prabhu is little more is to be added. A spiritual word is not a subject of. Okay, it's little tough. I didn't give the options. Okay, let's see. Okay, second blank is revelation. That's correct. What is the first blank? A spiritual knowledge is not a subject of. Okay, yeah. Dhir Gaur Pro told correct the first, the intellectual assimilation. Yeah, the spiritual knowledge is not a subject of his intellectual assimilation, but a revelation which happens by the mercy of Lord and his devotees. And the third question is, Guru Maharaj quoted this shloka, this verse, dash mulle shuddha naam se hati te bikai. Okay, okay, yeah. Mithlapati Pro gave us this is Shraddha Mulle Shuddha Naam Shai Hati te bikai. Okay, the fourth question is coming up. Material world is the world of dash, but the spiritual world is the world of dash. Material world is the world of dash. Guru Maharaj told a few points about material world and spiritual world. He was talking about Shraddha. Then he quoted this line. Okay, yeah. Material world, JJD is saying material world is the world of independence, but the spiritual world is the world of dependence. Okay, this Jayati Paul gave the correct answer. So this is the material world is the world of independence and the spiritual world is the world of submission. Okay, the last question is coming. Who could not able to try, they can try this last one. Obedient devotee is Guru Maharaj told 2 points about obedient devotee. The obedient devotee is what Guru Maharaj told. 2 points. The obedient devotee is dash and dash. Submissive to authority, faithful. Okay. Humble and submissive, submissive and humble. Okay. Guru Maharaj exactly told 2 qualities of the obedient devotees. Okay, I think little difficult to get the exact one. Faithful and humble, submissive, obedient, humble, submissive. Okay, they may be correct, but what Guru Maharaj told, obedient devotee is progressing and pleasing to everyone. He's progressing in his spiritual life and is pleasing to everyone. So thank you very much for joining. And we request all the devotees to keep giving their valuable association to all of us in this weekly seminar of Guru Maharaj, Association of Shri Guru Maharaj. That is very nourishing to all of us to come together and hear from Guru Maharaj. So thanks everyone. We are looking for you next week, Thursday, 8 to 9 a.m. Thank you very much. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Jagat Guru Shri